Stephanie Duer joining me now. She is the Water Conservation Manager from the Salt Lake City Department of Public Utilities, and she and I were just discussing how much water you should be using on your lawn, on your plants. It is Water Week right now. What is Water Week, Stephanie?
So Water Week was established in Utah in 2007 as an opportunity for water providers to help share our story with all of our customers about the value and wonder of water. And it can be anything from tours of facilities or things like that, or even art events or music or dance or school events, any number of things that just has water as the theme story.
So what should our viewers do this week to be part of the celebration?
You know what would be great is if everyone this week made a promise to use water wisely this summer.
How do we do that? I think I set out to do that.
Yeah.
But then my grass looks brown, so I up the water usage.
Well, and see, it's funny because sometimes your grass looks brown because you're overwatering, not underwatering. So a really great way to tell if you're watering too much or if you need to water would be to take a screwdriver, and I actually saw this on your segment right before I came on. You take a screwdriver and you put it into your lawn, and if it goes in easily, your soil is moist. And basically where you start feeling resistance gives you an idea of how far down the moisture is. So if you can only get it in an inch or two, it might be time to water. But if you can get that screwdriver in more than 2 inches,
just
you can
easily push it right down in there.
Well, it's dirt and there's some roots, so there might be a little bit of resistance, but it's going to be fairly easy. And a good strategy, if you don't want to drag out the screwdrivers, is just wait a day. Like 1 day. Like if you normally water every other day, just wait a day. If you water twice a week, just wait 1 day before you water again. And your lawn is not going to die in that 1 day, and you'll save a lot of water. And that's a really easy thing to do.
Isn't it funny how nervous we get that we just have to dump water? Like just more and more.
I know.
Are there plants or things we can be planting that are more water-wise than others?
Actually, there are. And Utah State University has done some fabulous field studies with grasses, including bluegrasses and some grass called a Duer fescue, and also ryegrasses. And they have wonderful recommendations of lower water lawns. So even if you want your lawn and you're not ready to give it up, you could still do a different lawn and use a lot less water and have a nice soft green place to lay and play.
Are they putting some of those in golf courses now?
We're looking at doing that very soon. But if you go to the USU website is CWEL, which is cwel.usu.edu. That's their website. That stands for the Center for Water Efficient Landscaping, and they have a list of grasses you can do and all kinds of strategies. It's also where you could sign up to get a free sprinkler check.
And what does that mean? What's a sprinkler check?
Well, USU students who have been trained and are part of typically the horticulture department or the ag school come to your house on an appointment. They turn on your sprinkler system and examine every single spray head, and they want to make sure that it's not leaking or it's tipped, that all the spray heads match, that you have good pressure. They check root depth and your soil type, and then they help you set a schedule for your yard. But they don't just work with what you have, they'll also give you a list of things you can do to make your system better and more efficient so you can use less water.
Stephanie, I need that.
It's so easy. All you have to go is to the CWEL website or to our website, which is slcgov.com/water conservation, and you can sign up for a free sprinkler check.
If you've been putting that off, now is the time with that weather heating up. And it's Water Week. Go to our website and we'll link you to all the information, everybody. goodforutah.com/midday. We'll have it right there. I've not done that, and I want to.
It's free and it's wonderful.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
And speaking of that warmer weather, the rest of the week forecast when we come back on Midday.